This is Celica, the Emblem of Echoes. She is your third emblem and specializes in magic damage. You can use Celica from chapter 4 through 10 and from 21 through endgame, meaning that her availability is bad. Her passive stat bonuses are strength, magic, and resistance, which most characters cannot fully use, meaning that's bad. Celica's engage attack, Warp Ragnarok, allows you to warp a long distance to launch an uncounterable attack. After chapter 10, it falls off even harder than Emerin, because the damage does not scale well. Celica's engage skill, Echo, allows her to split tome attacks into 2 half damage hits, and it's fairly mediocre, as it does not give you extra damage unless you are a mystical unit, and even then it's not that much. But it can be very strong if you're stacking chain attacks, as each attack triggers chain attacks separately. Now let's talk about her sync skills. Holy Stance is completely fucking useless, holy shit, don't even bother. Resonance is objectively worse than Magic plus 2, so don't inherit it. Favorite Food can give you emblem charge, but inheriting or using it is clunky. Now her inheritable skills. Magic plus 2 through 5 are just too expensive for what they do, and Tome Precision is almost strictly worse than other options. Seraphim is a very light tome that's effective against Corrupted, which are very common enemies, so it's pretty good. Recover is just not worth using, and Ragnarok is basically just Boganon, but worse since you cannot engrave it. Don't bother with her Paralog, it's not worth it. Overall, Celica is an early game emblem that helps you out in the opening chapters, but falls off very hard when she rejoins. Warp Ragnarok is strong early game, but is glorified chip damage in late game, and Echo is only situationally useful. Ultimately, she just ends up being a magic stat stick for characters who don't have a better emblem. I give Celica a she is mediocre out of 10. In the early game, use her on Saline or your underleveled mage of choice, and in the late game, stick her on a mage that doesn't have an emblem. Okay, that's it, bye.